Welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, keeper of my home, and today I have a bonus video for you. If you watched Sunday's video, then you saw that one of the meals that we made for the Pantry challenge was chicken stew with ploy. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how we made the chicken stew. And there's a few little things in here that I thought you might like to know. And so, enjoy. I have been boiling down a chicken in a big stock pot. And I just deboned it. There's all the bones and this is all the meat. So I've got to cut that all up. I've got to add some water to this because you can see where it cooked down, where it was and where it is. I've got to add meat to this because I'm making a chicken stew. So I want to show you how I flavor this. Remember my dried goods rack here? Well, I have this mix here. It's just a dry mix. I keep celery and onions and carrots and garlic. There's like a mixture. I think there's dried zucchini in here. It's just a mix of stuff in here. So I'm gonna show you what I do with this. All right, so this is just a little, I think it's a coffee bean grinder thing, but I never use it for coffee because I don't drink coffee. So I'm going to put, this is the tail end of what I have here. I'm going to put that in here, put the cover on, and I'm going to, this is pretty good, I think. I usually have to clean the lid. It comes with a little brush, so I use that to sweep everything out. And what you're left with is a nice powder. You can use this in place of like a dried bouillon. It's what I use. There's no salt in here. I did not add salt. If you want salt, you can add it to your soup, your stew, whatever it is you're doing, you want to flavor. This is just fabulous flavor. Working on the chicken stew, I added carrots. I put the meat in the broth. I added some carrots, fresh carrots grown in our garden. And I sliced onion from our garden. The leftover chicken pieces, parts, bones, all of the stuff that I didn't put in to the soup, I put in a bag. I'm gonna toss that into the freezer, use that for chicken broth later. The skins to the onions, the peels to any of the vegetables that I used, that is all going in the bag as well for chicken broth. I have to say I didn't have to peel much because I didn't peel my carrots. It did peel some garlic. Garlic is in there. Right now I am going to turn on a light so we can see. I'm going to add some of these onions. Can you see this? I'm on my own here. So Joe left to go bring Riley to cheering and pick Madeline up from gymnastics. So again, we have chicken, onions, garlic, carrots, and our chicken broth that our chicken set in. And I will say, that was a rotisserie chicken. We used it for something last week, and I threw it in the freezer on hold because I knew this is what I was using it for. So I really believe in using them because they're so full of flavor. Okay, so potatoes. I'm adding potatoes, and what I'm doing is we have some potatoes that are diced up and they're frozen. I left them out in the refrigerator overnight, so they're not as frozen as they were. They've thawed some. So I'm going to add those to the soup and use those instead of fresh potatoes. Now again, this is a pantry challenge, so I'm using what we have. Everything that we have in some form or another. I need to go through that freezer. That is my goal this year. I definitely need to go through that chest freezer. We have so much in there. I was going in there getting the potatoes and I was finding so many things in there. There is shredded carrots. Could have used those in this soup too. There's shredded carrots. There is cabbage rolls that we made ahead. There's more stuffed peppers. There is bananas galore. a lot of fruit, apples, and more apples that are frozen. So I may pull those out and make some applesauce. We use a lot of applesauce, especially in baking, and the girls like it for breakfast as well. So I may pull that out for that. We've got some sourdough English muffins in there that I need to pull out. I can make breakfast sandwiches with those. There's just a lot of stuff. So through this pantry challenge, we are going to use the stuff that we have, okay? I'm going to use everything in my home, look at it as though everything is an ingredient, okay? What can I do with all the ingredients that I have in my home? What recipe can I formulate to make a meal? That's how I'm going to think of it, and that's how I want you to think of it as well. So let's get those potatoes into this pot and get this seasoning put in, and we'll get this cooking. Potatoes. I can hear Joe is back with Madeline, so they'll be coming in. I'll put it in there. Okay, give it a little stir and let this simmer. And while we're at it, I am going to add a little bit of that seasoning, that dry mix seasoning. Stir that around. That smells so good. Okay, we're gonna let this simmer a little bit on low, and I'm gonna tip the lid a little bit so it's not completely on there, and we'll get back to it in a few. I just added dehydrated celery. I wish you could smell that. It smells so good. Joe added some salt, some pepper. What else did you add?
Onion, garlic powder, and some rotisserie chicken seasoning.
Okay, he is going through all of his spices and things and adding. I'd like to add some turmeric. Turmeric gives chicken soup a really good flavor. It's right at the top. There you go. And it's healthy, and that is what gives it its nice yellow color. Just a little bit of that, and we'll get that stirred up. Put the cover on it, let it simmer a little bit, taste it some more, and flavor to taste. It's done. Just look at it. The color is perfect. The turmeric makes a really nice golden color to it. These carrots, these are fresh carrots from our garden. The potatoes, now these are potatoes that were frozen. We were given these potatoes, and what we did was we bagged them up into smaller quart-size bags because they were in huge bulk bags. Now, I have never done that before. I've never frozen potatoes, so I had a lot of people say that there was going to be a texture difference with them, but we did not see a texture difference at all. They were perfect. You couldn't tell the difference between using these and using a regular potato that you peeled and diced up yourself. Now, we also had this with some ploy. If you're not familiar with ploy, it is a buckwheat pancake. It's great for dipping. It's great for using like bread and butter. It's a very versatile little thing, and let me tell you, they are so good. I will leave the recipe and all kinds of information about them at the end of this video if you would like to watch it. I want to thank you for joining me today. I create videos every week on simple living, homestead grown, and all things home. If you are new here and you have not subscribed, hit that button below, and I'll see you in the next one.